Are you looking for a subscription box for moms who need a break? It's so easy to use screens when we need some time, but what if we could engage our kids in creative play that didn't require our constant attention? I'm Stephanie Anderson, and today I'm unboxing the Peaceful Play Box Beta Prototype. It's the subscription box for moms with kids ages 3 to 6. Subscribe here to Peaceful Play for weekly tips and tricks to keep the kids busy while you're working from home. If you struggle or know someone who struggles to keep their little one busy while they're working from home, then this video is for you, because by the end of this video, you will have an easy idea of what to do with your kids so you can get some stuff done at home. The box was created by moms with lots of teacher input and lots of input from the kids. And it's worked amazing for our family and for lots of other families of my friends, but that wasn't good enough. We actually went out to a larger group and did a beta test of this prototype box so we could make sure that this is the best box that works for the most families out there. So let's get to the unboxing. This is the Peaceful Play Box beta version. And when you open it up, you see a card right away. We'll get to that in a second. Here we go. So, as you see, there's lots of items here. I'm gonna start with the first one, which is a sensory element. So to keep the play long-lasting for kids, it's important that you have a sensory element. And this is Kinetic Sand. So it's sand kind of with a mixture of a doughy glue-like substance. So it allows the kids to be able to form the sand into different objects, just like they're at the beach. So I've dumped the sand out here, and I want to share what else is here. So next we have some beach sea creature animals. And here we have shells, make it more beachy. And the next thing are these glass gems. And so the kids can really do whatever they want with these items to create a beach small world. And what's great about these little gems is they're what's called loose parts. And loose parts are wonderful for kids because they are so open-ended, they can be anything. This could be all together, it could be water, it could be waves splashing up on the sand. Each one of these could be a different person or a figure or an animal. They can stack them, they can make patterns. There's so many things you can do with loose parts, and something like this, which has a very different texture and different feel from the sand or the hard shell, is just an amazing way to keep it really interesting for the kids, so they'll play and make a small world for a long time while you get stuff done. So next I'm going to show you the card, and in the front says it's peaceful playtime, life's a beach when you're creating a small world, painting and caring for pets. So it has a list of what's inside and how to share on social media. On the other side is the fun part, because that has 3 different activities that the box includes and 3 ways to play with each of the activities. So this beach small world is, the first one is to create a beach world for your sea creatures. The second one is to build a tall sand castle and measure it. And that is utilizing these little sand molds that are included. So you can actually put the sand inside and dump it, and you can create a sand castle. So measuring it and making it tall are both ways to incorporate STEM into this imaginary play. And STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. And then the third challenge is to create a story or a picture around your beach small world. So you can do that on a separate piece of paper. The kids can practice writing if they're older, and if they're younger, they can draw a picture and label it, or have you label it for them. So it's a way to practice their writing and using their imagination to create something of their own. So the second activity is watercolors. So back to the box, we've unboxed the most of it, which is the beach small world, but there's also a watercolor pad in here with, I think, 10 pieces or 8 pieces of paper. Oh, 15 pieces of watercolor paper and paint brushes and a little watercolor palette. And so with this, the kids can just play the way they want, but there's also an activity that most kids haven't done yet called wet on wet watercolor. It's where you take one of the sheets and you soak the sheet of paper in water before your child paints with it. And then you can then add the watercolor paint afterwards. And that way the watercolors blend together a bit more. And it's a great way to teach color mixing, which is the second challenge. With your wet watercolor paper, start with one color on top and one on the bottom. What happens when they meet? And so then that way, when you're ready to join your child again, you can talk about the color theory, the color wheel, how colors blend together, how more colors are made, all of those fun things. And challenge 3 is to paint a beach scene like your small world for display on the wall. So that's a way to get extra longevity from just a simple watercolor project. And it's always fun for kids to get paper that's a different size and paints that are in a different format than they're used to. All right, so the last activity included in the Peaceful Playbox prototype beta box is pet rocks. So there was 1 rock included in each box, and you can easily find more in your neighborhood. And then there's 3 sets of googly eyes, and then there's these 2 wonderful paint pens. And these paint pens are a lot of fun. You shake them up and they're a lot like chalk markers, and you can paint right on the rock with them. So the challenges here are make a pet rock for your beach friends. The second one is build and design a home for your pet with the box and the crinkle cut. So this is the crinkle cut here and the box. And then the third challenge is collect rocks on your next nature walk or hike and add a family and friends for your pet rock. On average, this box lasted testers just over 2 weeks, and that was with their kids playing with it almost every day for those 2 weeks. So when you think about all the other toys that you could get from the store or you bring home, this is a pretty long-lasting toy, and it's also wonderful because you are not sitting there crafting every little step, going step by step with your child. You're letting their imagination go, which is why we created it. Now we talked about what was included in the prototype box. Now I'd like to share what changes we're making for the actual box. So the first thing we're changing is we wanted the play to last even longer than just over 2 weeks. In the new box, we will have 10 weeks worth of activities, and each activity will be listed in the insert, and also weekly videos will be dripped out and emailed to subscribers so they have a new activity to set up for their child for a full 10 weeks. The second thing we're changing is we had a lot of feedback from testers that they're tired of buying toys that are played with for a little bit and then are either thrown away or put to the side. Testers wanted to know how to use the activities over and over again, and also how to store the box. And so what we've decided to do is to create a seasonal box, so that way you can leave the activity and the small world out in one area of your home, and it will be more of a decorative piece. So it's something that will look good, will match the season in your house, and then when that season is over, you can just package it up in the box and put it in the closet, and it can just be labeled winter, summer, spring, fall. And so that way we can build on each other's boxes if you want to combine the seasons, or you can just have a single season out and about, and then you'll have your 10 weeks of activities to go along with it. And third, testers wanted to know how the activities exactly helped child development. So in the next version of the box, we will have each activity and what it's actually doing for your child and how it's developing your child's brain. So to get a box, head over to peacefulplaybox.com, or keep watching this channel if you want more tips and tricks for how to keep your kids busy while you're working from home. If you like this video, please subscribe, share it with a mom friend, and hope to see you in the next video. And please comment below, let us know what you liked best in the beta prototype version of the Peaceful Playbox. See you in the next one.